I want to say that I feel like there's two people that are the pioneers in terms of comedy that inspired this generation to do it, which is a generation below you.
Yeah, I get it. I
mean, it's you,
just one below me,
and Mario Batali.
For sure.
His podcast is so good.
I think we probably all owe it to Tom Green.
Yeah, we do actually.
I did Tom. Yeah, right. Tom was first.
With the video podcast.
With the video, yeah.
But me and who else?
Rogan.
Okay.
Who's that?
Joe Rogan.
Joseph Rogan?
Yeah, he's out of Texas.
Oh, he Texas. Got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Got it.
Yeah. You love Austin, don't you?
He's running half the planet out of Texas.
Yeah.
He's got a tight hold on the enlightened meatheads.
Dude, Maron's disdain.
It's not disdain. It's reasonable criticism.
Reasonable criticism.
Yeah.
When was the last time you spoke with him?
I don't know. That's a good question. I guess it would have been at the store. I never talked to him in Austin. I don't go into the club. I don't really think I'm on his radar. So
something tells me you are.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Something
tells me you are.
I don't. It's weird that you get lumped into a certain thing, and maybe it's my assumption that his army of healthy fellas.
Is that their title? Army of Healthy Fellas is so good.
You just got to, got to stay in, keep the machine.
The machine's got to be good.
Yeah.
That's a shot at Bert. Go ahead.
What do you think the Austin shelf life is going to be?
Well, I don't know. Like, I think that it's so effectively tribalized at this point. It really comes down to material. I mean, at what point, it's like whatever they represented in terms of policy. And it's not a stretch. It's like they won. Trans people are frightened. They have no ability to get health care anymore. And they're afraid of being alive and have no freedom left. So that's done. When do you stop with the jokes?
When do you stop with the jokes?
And like immigrants. Okay, well, they're being ripped away from their homes. And they're all terrified. And okay, so that's done. When do you stop with the jokes?
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to pick on the vulnerable and the marginalized, but I mean, they're down.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
they're down.
Why do you got to keep hitting them? Unless you're a hack. Now, there's a question.
Mark.
He comes in swinging.
Yeah.
No, so I don't know the last time I talked to Joe. People for a while were like, why don't you go on Joe's show? And my answer to that is like, why?
Why? Right. Well, it doesn't service you.
Well, no, I don't need him, and also there's no way for me to what am I going to talk to him about? And there's no way for me to sort of not walk out of there and be like, all right, I guess I'll look at my phone. Oh fuck, how long is this going to go on for?
Right.
But it's like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X made me meeting at one point. Don't you think? Let's go historical with it.
Say it again.
Malcolm X and Martin Luther King meeting. They met at one point.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. And
pioneers of the civil rights movement.
Which one is Malcolm X and which one's Martin Luther King?
Martin Luther King.
I don't really think
that's not Martin Luther.
The analogy doesn't work.
No. He's so bad at analogies. Let him keep going with this. It's going to get funnier as it goes on.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go with more analogies.
He's like, this is if Hitlers and Goebbels had to hang out off the work site.
Well, one of those is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got half that analogy.
Okay, yeah.
See,
Mark, why can't you just once support me? You know what I mean? With an analogy.
Shut up.
But that was just wrong. It brought race into it in a very profound way.
Yeah.
And I would.
Mine was angled and funny and distant. It went somewhere else.
Yeah, I think on one side of that, there's a guy that's aggressively fighting for the civil rights of victimized white people. God knows they've had it hard enough for a long enough time. But
has Joe asked you?
No.
Oh,
here's a better angle.
Adam used to go like, "Hey, what?" And I'm like, "No, why?"
Well, because it's interesting being someone like us on the outside of it and watching you.
Oh, you got one foot in, baby.
Well, yeah, it's right up your ass.
Yeah, that's the other foot.
I think what it is for me is I would love to see you guys chat, but I'd love to see you guys chat in neither of your arenas. It would be the only way it'd be legit. Because if you have to go to his show, not going to work.
Very good.
He has to go to your house, not going to work. You guys would have to do this thing.
It's like setting up a mob meeting
here.
No, seriously.
They should do it here.
Moderated.
You should do it here at Bad Friends.
They should do it here.
It would piss both of them off so fucking much.
Yeah.
Look at the art behind them.
I know.
It would just be of us.
This would be good neutral ground.
But you do have to understand something. I have known Joe since he started.
Yeah.
I mean, literally since he first set foot on stage.
In Boston.
I was there.
Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember my initial issues where there was another guy, Kevin Flynn, who was out of the game. And he was like a soccer jock. And at that time, Joe was like a regional kickboxing champion. And my initial reaction was like, what are these guys doing here? This isn't for them. It's like Louis once said to me years ago when Jay Moore started in New York when he was like 17. He's like, it's not for them. It's not for the good-looking guys. It's not for the jocks. This is for us rejects, us guys who don't fit in. That's what comedy was. Right?
By the way, was Jay Moore that good looking? Am I crazy?
He was cute back then.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but let's be honest. Let's go back to the truth tree then. Marc Maron is a good-looking guy.
Not always. I was
Marc
a little
Maron,
sweaty.
You're a good dude. Why are you getting TV shows every fucking second, man?
And we'll get to
Not
that.
for my looks.
We'll get to that in a second.
It is. There's competition. There's your face. I've seen you on screen.
No, he's a handsome guy. It's annoying.
You have great angles on your face.
When you were young.
Now.
Yes, you're right. You matured. When you were young, you were hideous. You were a hideous man to look at.
I was sweaty and bloated and long hair. But getting back to Joe, look, I imagine.
All right.
Sex machine, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that was okay.
Ladies, who's that? That's a hot.
But look, I really couldn't land on a look, could I?
Yeah.
God, you really rotated. Now go to the Comedy Central photo down below.
Yeah.
Awful.
That was a bad night.
I mean, this is what anti-Semites dream of.
No, that's not quite. That's not quite a full Jew. I would say full Jew. Look at the one of me and Sam Kinison. That is me at my drugged out fucking best.
Wait,
wow. What a legendary photo.
That's such a good photo.
What a crazy! I was out of my mind.
I know.
Out of my mind. Everything had a reason.
Was that at Crest Hill?
That was.
Did you live in Crest Hill?
That was. Yeah, I did. That was in the back lot.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Was that Fitz? Was that you and a young Fitz?
Yeah. That was in Boston. Me and Fitz. Yeah.
Look at that, dude.
Oh my God, dude.
I've never seen this photo. Look at how jacked Fitz looks.
Wow.
Yeah. And then up there on where's that one of me and Dave Cross in the red shirt? Dave Cross. It was probably in the mid '90s. Yeah. Hey.
Oh my God. Dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that night for the Comedy Central, the first half hours, I fucked it, man. It was so sad, dude, because I got out here. I wasn't living out here, and I was still doing coke then, right? And I had one guy who would get me the blow here, right? And it was you remember Bob Baker?
Oh yeah,
sure, Bob Baker.
Bob Baker did.
I couldn't trust Chewy, but Baker had other connections.
Chewy had other connections.
Chewy,
House of Blues, you can get in there for free.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I don't know what happened to Baker, but he wasn't a dealer. But he was here, and I would say like I'm coming out, try to get some. So I was really dead set on like trying to keep clean before that special, and I thought I did. Because I was like, I'll just do a little the night before, but I'll stop at like 6 at night, and but needless to say, I didn't sleep much and I tanked. I didn't tank, but it was not good. It was the same. That was like the same night that Hedberg, whether it was that night or the night after, did the special that made him.
Yeah.
But he didn't do well either, but he was him.
I was at that special.
Yeah. That was at the Ivy.
He bombed so bad.
Well, yeah. And he talks about it in the special, right? Doesn't he talk about
stops
eating
at one
shit?
point and comes out again. It was weird.
Yeah.
But it took on mythic proportions, that special. I mean, that really was what put him on the map. But that was the same bunch of taping. So I was kind of sweaty. I did okay. I really didn't have my voice in totally. I was still kind of bitter. But the saddest thing about this is like, after you do a set like that, you want to go into a room full of friends and they had food there too. And I'm like, all right, I finished the set and I walk into where the food is. No one's in there but Baker. And he's going, they got roast beef. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the victory party.
So
right
what
there.
years were you a doorman at the store though?
I got out here, I guess it was 86 and 87.
Yeah.
So I got out here in like the summer of 86, became head doorman. And, she made me head doorman. I had to get all these idiots jackets. It was a different thing there. She tried to open one in Universal City.
Wow.
Like in a hotel there. So it was my job to make the schedule for the door guys. There was no security or anything and nobody wanted this job.
Wow.
So it was me, Rod Blackman, who wasn't a comic, Andy Volver, Mike Jeselnik. Do you remember that guy?
No.
He was a lawyer. He's in Cleveland. Jay Pope was another guy. I can't believe I'm remembering these names. But she was like, man, you gotta get him jackets. And I'm like, I gotta get him jackets. So I'm down in fucking Chinatown trying to find black blazers for these idiots. And Yeah, and then like I was living in Culver City with Steve Brill, and then they kicked me out of the apartment because like Pete Berg, you know, the director?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Steve Brill's also director. I went to college with Steve, and we were best friends. We actually started doing comedy together.
Pete Berg is killing it now.
He does all right.
Yeah.
Like he did a few Sandler movies. He did Sandler's last special, but Berg is definitely killing it.
Definitely killing it.
And he's got a real.
He was your college roommate?
Wow. No, Steve Brill was my good friend in college. So Brill lived out here, and there was a whole crew of them, including Berg. When I met Berg, he was like, he was trying to act. I took pictures of those guys, and he used a picture I took of him as his headshot for years out in Culver City. But him and Brill were friends. And I was living with Brill in Culver City in a building his uncle owned or his mom or something. And what happened was Berg needed a place to live. So all of a sudden they're like, you can stay on the couch. And it was so sad because I was trying to get in at doing stand-up. The way I got the job as a doorman at the store is like Mitzi. I was doing PA work. This is a funny story. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to do when I got out here. I just wanted to be a comic, and I didn't know how to get on. I didn't know anything. And when I got out here, I'd showcased at the store, and I showcased. I don't even think it was a real showcase at the Improv. And I just like didn't know what else to do. There wasn't any other options. And I started doing PA work. And so the first job I had as a PA was on it doesn't matter.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah,
we have to know.
It was on a shoot it was a series of videos called Kid Songs, music videos for kids.
Kids song.
Kid Song.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Kids Bop.
Yeah, whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
And this one was the circus themed one. And they were shooting at the Circus Vargas, which was it was what do you call it when they're not in season? Off season. Right. So I know it's hard. I'm getting old.
I see why you're ending the show.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
wait, save it. Come on, just finish the story.
5 minutes.
Don't attack me.
Yeah.
So it's just all these circus people and these kids and the director's all coked up and it's all crazy. And I'm just a PA running around getting things. But it's like really, it's all circus people and the kids are running around. And then after a day of shooting, there were 2 clowns. And after we wrap, the clowns come up to me and they're like, "You want to get high?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a PA.
I've never been high with a clown.
Well, that's the fucked up thing. Yeah. Like, let's go to our trailer. So I go to the clown trailer, and they're in there, and the one dude just starts rolling a joint, and I go, like, "Hold on, you got to take the makeup off."
Yeah.
I can't be stoned staring at you guys in fucking clown makeup.
I can't do the clown.
Yeah, the nose,
clown.
was the nose still on?
Everything was on.
That's insane.
So anyway, I get another PA job for Mitzi. And I didn't know it. I just got a job. You get into this circuit of PAs. And she was shooting at that time where what is over there now, where the Petrie used to be the House of Blues. And before that, it was a house.
Wow.
It was John Barrymore's old house, an old Hollywood house that Mitzi owned, and she put a restaurant in there called Barrymore's. And for a while there, no one would eat there.
Was it good?
I don't know. It was a full restaurant.
No one would fucking eat there, man.
Wow.
Well, they tried to offer packages like, dinner and the show. So you'd eat dinner and then you go to the main room show. But it was a restaurant for a little while, and there were production offices underneath it. And she was trying to produce the Comedy Store channel. So she had all the guys that were working at that time doing all kinds of sketches and all kinds of shit. It was this big undertaking.
Ollie Joe Prater?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who was. Well, she was fucking Danny Stone at the time. And
Danny, oh my God.
Danny was like, how are you? All he did was like,
oh my God,
Rodney Dangerfield bit.
Yeah, he has that kind of vibe.
Yeah, always wearing a suit and sweaty.
Yeah,
bug-eyed, and But
I heard Jimmy Schubert ate her pussy, but I don't know if I can.
All right, Mark, finish your story.
Yes.
He diverts, and it's
sorry.
Yeah.
No, Schubert will cop to that.
Yeah.
Schubert used to say it.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, that was urban myth. Okay.
No.
Okay.
He used to say, "I had a pager on my dick." Yeah. So
wow.